Jalen Mills gets booked last night after apparently there was a brawl outside at a nightclub. I don't really know exactly what it's called, nor do I really care, because I don't really go in D.C., to be honest with you. Last time I've been in D.C., I was like 21. It was my 21st birthday, and that was that, you know. But Jalen Mills gets into a fight with a Wizards player. His name is Devin Robinson. Apparently, Jalen Mills was not welcomed in D.C. if he doesn't play for a team from Washington. Say if you don't play for the Nationals, the Capitals, the Redskins, the Wizards, you know, things like that. If you don't play for any team for the Washington, you do not belong in D.C., which I think has to be one of the most childish things I've ever seen. And, you know, looking up this guy, Devin Robinson, first I was asking myself, who the hell is he? I mean, who the hell is he to judge and try to, you know, say who is welcomed or not? Because last time I checked, you know, there's always players, you know, visiting other cities, you know, having a good time and everything. But I look up this guy. So it turns out this kid is, it says he's 24 years old and has only played 8 career games in the NBA, I believe, if that's right. Or, you know, most likely with the, for the Washington Wizards. So this guy gets to a brawl with Jalen Mills. And, you know, it was said that Jalen Mills actually beat his ass. And you know what? That's what the fuck I'm talking about, you know. And why did Jalen Mills get arrested? I guess because it was a brawl. And if you ask me, Jalen Mills was defending himself. You know, Jalen Mills was in another team. He was in another city, you know, another team territory. And, you know, you got idiots like Devin Robinson who's still on that childish shit. I mean, that's something you would expect if you was in someone else's hood or whatever, you know, whatever. But you're playing for a professional sport and you try to tell another athlete he's not welcomed in this city if he doesn't play a team for that state is very childish. But that's pretty much what happened. Jalen Mills gets arrested and Devin Robinson gets arrested. What's the aftermath of this? Apparently, Devin Robinson will not get an extension after the Wizards, the Washington Wizards, have heard of that incident. So rightfully so, he will get cut. Dumbass. That's exactly what you deserve, because you don't be doing stupid shit like that. But he would not be getting an extension. He will be released pretty much. As for Jalen Mills, I doubt he's going to get cut. But at the same time, I mean, if he gets cut, it's not going to be because of that situation. If you ask me if he gets cut or traded, it'll most likely be because, I mean, there's been other corners on the team that's been doing a better job, you know, without him. You know, Avonte Maddox, Crevion LeBlanc. Sidney Jones is going to stay. But if you ask me, I'm going to give him another year. I mean, the guy has so much talent, but he's just not the same after he torn his Achilles. It said Ronald Darby's going to stay for another year. You know, we got too many talents on the corners. But Jalen Mills, I think he's going to be the person that's definitely going to get traded. I forgot to mention Rasul Douglas. I like Rasul Douglas. I really do. He's very underrated. And, you know, he's there to play. But Jalen Mills, it's like I don't mind Jalen Mills staying, but at the same time, this guy just can't seem to get better after, you know, after all the double moves. But, I mean, we're going to stay. I mean, hopefully Deshaun Jackson, who's one of the people that freaking torched them, will fucking, you know, teach him how to deal with that. Because this guy's been dealing with for the past couple of years and still has yet to overcome that kind of thing. I mean, I understand that Jalen Mills is, I see him more as a safety than I see him as a corner. But other than that, you know, if they're going to keep him at corners, then I see there are other players on the team that's going to beat him at that position. But other than that, I'm not going to lie to you. After I heard of that situation, I was pissed at the moment because Jalen Mills, you know, was running his mouth talking about the Eagles will go to the Super Bowl and, you know, talking about we're going to win it and everything, still running his mouth. And then he gets arrested, you know, recently. And that pissed me off. But this goes to show you that, you know, to certain Eagles fans, you know, that just automatically bash Jalen Mills for getting arrested, but not looking up what really happened. Because when I watched the video, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? But before I cammed up, I looked up what happened, and apparently it was Devin Robinson who was talking the shit, was talking about Jalen Mills, you know, shouldn't be in DC. He's not welcome in DC because he doesn't play for Washington. He doesn't play for a team for Washington. And I think that's really fucking retarded. I think that's very childish, very unprofessional, you know, if you ask me, you know, for a basketball league or football league or whatever. So I'm going to look at it as, you know, I don't put this on Jalen Mills. I put this on that retarded kid, Devin Robinson. He's just some nobody that plays for the Washington Wizards basketball team. And it said that he's not going to get an extension. He's going to get cut. So, and that's pretty much likely what happens if you do some stupid shit like that. Is he going to play for another NBA team? He probably still will. He just won't be the starter. But anyway, that's all I got to say. Jalen Mills, he defended himself. It said he fucking beat his ass. The guy's in a he was reportedly in the hospital. But Jalen Mills is going to get I think Jalen Mills is going to stay, but if you ask me, of all corners, he's probably going to be the least likely to stay. But that's all I got to say, though. Shemaine, does you check it out of here. It is Fly Eagles Fly, and I'm out.